Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Vlogtober, day 26. Sadly, this is the final week of October, and the vlogs more than likely will be going away, especially on a daily basis. Haven't quite figured out yet how I want to try to incorporate some, either weekly or monthly, or not real sure. If you have any suggestions on that, let me know down below. But anyway, I am starting my day off with this eye pack that I purchased over the weekend from Dollar Tree. If you guys saw that Dollar Tree haul, you saw that I picked one of these up for me, one for my daughter, and one for my mom. So I'm giving it a try for the first time. It is super cool and it feels really good. I put it in the freezer for 10 minutes like it says, and now I'm going to let it sit on my face for about 15 minutes. When I wake up, especially on Monday mornings, because Sundays are so busy and just full of activity, and they really wear me out. And Mondays, especially whenever I get up, my eyes are just swollen like you wouldn't believe. And I've been having some sinus issues. I think I have a touch of a sinus infection, actually. And so all of that combined just really makes my eyes puffy. So we're going to see how well this little mask does the job. I've never used one of these before ever in my whole life that I can remember. If you guys have used one or you have any suggestion with helping with the puffiness under the eyes, please comment down below and let me know what I can do to help that, because I've noticed the lines are getting so much worse under my eyes because of all the swelling and then going down, and they swell and then they go down, and it's definitely causing a lot of fine lines. And so I need a remedy for that. So help! If any of you guys know a solution to that, definitely let me know. But we're going to see how this will work, and then we're going to get on with the rest of the day. Okay, so I have taken the eye mask off, and let's see what you think. Can't really tell if I feel like they look any less swollen or not, to tell you the truth, and I may need to just do another round. The package did say to only leave it on your eyes for 15 minutes, then to get it cold again and do another 15 minutes that you're supposed to do intervals instead of leaving it on for a super long time. I don't think it helped with the darkness, but then it never claimed to, but it definitely didn't help with any of the puffiness here because it doesn't cover here. And there are masks that do have a full coverage over the entire eye socket, and this one did not. This one just went all the way around. As far as right under the eye, it may have decreased the swelling just a little bit. I should have videoed before I put it on so we could tell for sure. But maybe I'm going to put it back in the freezer for another 10 minutes and try it again and see what happens with that. Okay, you guys, I finally got those coupons done. All of you by now throughout this month have discovered that is my normal Monday routine. Occasionally something will come up on a Monday where I might not get to it. And occasionally, if I still feel spry enough on Sunday nights when we get home late after church, I might go ahead and get them clipped and have them out of the way before Monday. But most of the time, it is a Monday morning routine. So I wanted to take you back and show you what we've done in the back room. I was showing you guys last week about us beginning to work on the new shoe closet back there. And I had showed you around, we were moving out that big entertainment center and just all that kind of stuff. If you've been watching, you'll remember. Well, Friday, when I decided not to vlog, we tackled some more of that room, and I was going to show you what kind of progress we made and what we actually did on Friday, and then bring you back out here to show you the chaos that has ensued because of all of our work. So come on with me and let's go take a look. Okay, you guys, so here we are heading back to this back room, and actually this is the master bedroom. There's a doorway right there that leads off into the bathroom. This is the room that we showed you last week where we were moving out that big television entertainment center. You guys can see that we are still using plastic for our window dressings. This is actually an industrial plastic that we have cut to size to fit the windows for now. We don't have any curtains up in any part of the house, which actually in the living room we do have some panels that we have put up out there. And we kind of started off temporarily with those to make sure that it was going to be a color that we did like, but we actually like them. So I think I'm going to go ahead and keep those. But we have that beautiful lamp up there covered with a plastic bag because, let me see if this lamp will still put off enough light for you guys to see. Can you see what we've done? Friday, we did work on the ceiling and we got our knockdown texture applied. For those of you that are curious on how to do the knockdown texture, I do have a how-to video online that will show you exactly how to do that, the easiest and least expensive way that we have found. So that is what we worked on Friday when I was not vlogging, and it felt so weird, to be honest with you, because like every time that we would do something new back here, it was like I felt like, oh my goodness, I should have the camera on. But we do have everything moved out now except for the little makeshift desk that my daughter uses to do some of her schooling on. And of course, we don't have the bathroom cleared out of there yet. We'll work on that after we get this room done. I have some of the shoes taken out of the closet. The rest will be coming out this evening because what the plan is for tonight now is to go ahead and to get the ceiling sanded down so that I can begin the process of painting tomorrow. The plan right now, anyway, and hopefully it's going to work out. Not real sure. This is not a real big room. It is 13.5 wide by 16 long. So, I mean, it's a good sized room. It's good enough, obviously, for just the two of us. But it's not a super huge room. And because we are in a mobile home, the ceilings in here, let me see if I can tip that camera up. The ceilings, the wall, let's see if I can stand up against a wall to kind of show you guys. If I stand up against this wall, you can see not a whole lot of room between my head and the ceiling. They're only 7-foot ceilings in a mobile home instead of a full 8-foot ceiling like would be in a regular house. So in the living room, it's different. We have a vaulted ceiling out there, and that does add a lot of extra space and makes you feel like you have a lot more room. But in the bedroom areas and the kitchen and the bathrooms, the ceilings are only 7 feet. And so that can begin to make it feel a little closed in at times. Sometimes when you're walking through, it's just like, wow, I've got a ceiling right on top of my head. So I'm not sure if the plan I have will work. I actually found a picture on Pinterest, and I'm going to insert it right here to show you the inspiration, what I'm thinking of doing in this room. The plan is, let me turn this camera around to show you guys the walls that I'm talking about. The plan is, of course, not the closet itself. Inside this closet will be a beautiful, brilliant white, because that's going to help those shoes to really pop. And that will have a bifold door that will open up into that. And I believe all of the trim and the doors right now, we are planning to do white to keep the space bright. But the outside of the closet, which is right here, is along this little wall right here. And it actually attaches to the wall where the door is off of the rest of the home. That wall, along with the big wall where the window is, along with the far wall, I plan to do the black and white stripe like was just in the picture, or not black and white, excuse me, 2 shades of black actually. That was inspired by the picture on Pinterest. And then on this long wall, it attaches to that wall right there that leads you into the bathroom. And then you can see right now, we just have a bunch of storage, some of our stockpile, a bunch of overflow. This will lead into our bedroom closet, which has some more stockpile and just everything shoved in here for now. The wall that has this doorway on it, which is really long, this is a 16-foot wall. My plan right now is to do a zebra print wall. So I'm going to go ahead and insert a picture here. Everybody knows what zebra print looks like, but the other day while I was at the Dollar General, I saw this gift bag right here that I'm going to insert. And I love how this zebra print on this gift bag had just a hint of turquoise mixed in with it. It was really, really beautiful. Now, my intent is not to make the turquoise quite as thick as what is on this bag because I just want it to be a slight hint of that turquoise shining through, but the plan is to have that whole wall as a zebra accent wall, and then the rest of these walls, that real subtle 2 shades of black striped wall. And then of course our bedding, what we plan to do is on the ceiling that is over where the bed will be, we're gonna put up a, I'm not sure the official name for it. Basically, it's a big box that you build up on your ceiling and you hang the beautiful gauzy fabric from that, kind of a real Mediterranean, safari-ish type look, which I think will go really great with the zebra theme in here. That's our plan on what we want to do in the ceiling spot over the bed. So we'll have the white flowing gauze fabric hanging from there. And of course, all of my bedding, I want to be in a beautiful fluffy white. I want a white tufted headboard and just with a little bit of accents of probably some of the silver and turquoise on there. Let me turn this back around. The plan for this little nook right here, this will be my vanity nook. And I actually have an old dresser that was my grandmother's very first dresser when she and my granddad got married 50 years ago, or maybe even longer than that now. Let's see, she was 87. It's probably about 65 years old, maybe even a little older than that. And let's see if I can show it to you right now. It's got a bunch of stuff just piled on top of it, but it's this old dresser right down here. And it has just a couple of drawers that sit on either side. And of course, it does have a big mirror section that will attach to the back of that, but I'm actually going to use this as my vanity. And my plan right now is to sand this down and paint it a beautiful turquoise color. And I think I want to do that turquoise in like a real high gloss finish instead of, I know right now it's kind of popular to have the chalk paint style and even like a, where you sand it just a little bit, make it look weathered and old. But I think for in here, with that beautiful chandelier that I have over top of where the vanity will be, and with the rest of the decor that I want to bring in here, I think for me that a high gloss turquoise will pop a little better in this room and make it bring a little more glamorous touch in here. And some people have asked, well, what do your husband think about that? He has to share the room too. The only thing that he did not want was for me to accent this room with the pink because he said that'd be too much. So that is why we decided to go with the turquoise, which is Turquoise and pink are my favorite colors, and so that's my second choice was the turquoise. So we're going to go ahead and bring that into this room as well. So I thought with the black walls and all of the white accents with the bedding and probably the window treatments, we'll go with white as well. Possibly a light gray with some silver accent in there. Not real sure on that yet. But we thought that the vanity, that would be a fun way to bring a little pop of color. As far as the dresser that we'll put on that wall where the zebra print will be, I'm not even sure yet. Like, I haven't even started looking at furniture as far as that's concerned, because that'll be quite a ways down the road. We just have too much to worry about with the house, the structure of the house, before we worry about furniture. But anyway, that is the plan in here. So I'm hoping tonight we can get the ceiling sanded down, and hopefully tomorrow afternoon I will be able to start priming in here, and then we can start getting the paint up, hopefully starting on Wednesday. If any of you guys have ever done any kind of accent work, and I'll walk you out here to the living room just in case you haven't seen the video that I did showing you how to do a hexagon wall. Let me turn this camera back around. This is the big accent wall here in our living room. You come in the front door right there. And of course, we still don't have closet doors up either. Got to take care of the more important things first. But you come in the front door, and this huge wall right here is our accent wall for our living room. And I do, by the way, have a video on how to do that wall if you guys are interested in doing an accent in your home. Even if you don't want to do a whole wall, you can do sections of a wall, which is also really pretty. So I am totally into accent walls, but that process does take a while because the base color that you use does have to cure for 7 days before you are supposed to use painter's tape on top of that, just to ensure that the painter's tape doesn't rip off your base color. So once I get the black and the white applied in my room to put the striping on, and also the zebra stripes, I will have to wait 7 days before I can finish the process. So hopefully we'll get it started this week and finished next week. But in the meantime, this is the chaos that is happening in our living room. I have brought the contents of my closet out here, and also we have another huge rack right over here that has the contents of the closet. All of my shoes I had to put back in bags. After you saw last week, I had just gotten them out to go through them, had to put them back in bags to store out here for the next week. And so everything is just, none of this stuff here has a home yet. This is all of the stereo equipment that came off of that big rack that we got rid of last week. One of the things my husband is also going to do tonight is get this all polished up and hopefully get that listed on Craigslist tonight. We've got all the speakers and the subwoofer, the amp, and the CD player, which I believe, if I remember right, holds 300 CDs. It's a really great unit. But with the new design that we're going on, hopefully we'll be able to hang a TV flat screen on the wall and have a different kind of sound system in here. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. But you can see it has just brought chaos over here on this side in the dining room. We have the rest of the contents of that bedroom, some of our more fragile items sitting out here, taking up half of the space of our dining room table. And of course, the mayhem from all the coupon clipping today, which I showed you guys that this mess happens every week. So if you watched the blog last week, you'll see it happened again today. So that's the mess we're in. Over here, you can see all the supplies for the paint, the primer, getting all of that ready to go so that we can get started back there. And I am seriously considering getting rid of these little flip-flop votive holders. Can you see just how adorable those are? I picked these up from the Dollar Tree about 3 summers ago now, maybe 4. And if I had to go through my home and pick out my favorite Dollar Tree item ever, it would be these little flip-flops. You set the little votive candle, or tea light candle, excuse me, right there in the heel. And you just set this out on a patio or actually wherever you want to use it. You could even use that indoors for a little party you're having, a luau party or whatever. I used to burn these every evening out on our back porch, and I love them. They are so cute and so adorable. I have not seen anything like this back at the Dollar Tree yet, so I kind of hate to let those go. But with all of the chaos that our home is in right now, I'm afraid they're going to get broken, and I really just don't have anywhere to store them. You can see things are just overflowing everywhere. So I do believe that my intent is to give these away. The orange flip-flops, I already have an idea in mind on who I want to bless those with. But these beautiful yellow ones with the dragonflies are going to be up for grabs. So if you think that is an item that you are interested in having, comment down below that you would like to have them and let me know where you think that you might use them. It's a little piece of Florida. So for those of you that aren't down here that love things that represent the sand and the sun, that would be a neat item to have in your house. So comment that down below. And I think that I'm just going to pick a random person from the comments that are down below to bless with that little pair of the yellow flip-flops with that beautiful little dragonfly on there. So I probably will pick a winner for that. I don't know, maybe Friday afternoon of this week. So that'll give everybody a week to see the video to see if that's something that they want. But other than that, that's what's going on this fine Monday afternoon. Well, folks, here we are at the end of the day. It is somewhere around 9:15, 9:30, I suppose, and we didn't get anything done on the room. My husband had a couple of other things he had to do tonight. We did take care of that stereo system so that we can get that posted up for sale. So I guess it's time for us to go ahead and bid you all a good night. Hopefully we will be able to start working on that bedroom tomorrow. And of course, if we do, we will take you on that journey with us. We will see you all tomorrow.